Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201 on election night. And I can't believe it. Every election was called within 10 minutes. And not only were they called within 10 minutes, the margins were higher than any Atlas Intel poll projected. Now, what's interesting about this is that Atlas Intel was the only polling that got the 2020 and 2024 elections completely right by the margins, right? It had the 2 points in North Carolina, 1.5 in that swing state and that swing state, and so on and so on. So, Abigail, according what the votes could slowly come down, but currently Abigail is up by 15 in Virginia. Mikie Sherrill's about to win by about 10 in New Jersey, and it looks like Zohran Mamdani in New York is going to either be at somewhere between 50 to 52% when all the votes are counted in. Which means, first of all, Zohran has a mandate. Cuomo's whole thing, and look, I like Cuomo over Zohran. I'm not gonna pretend I don't admit that, but look, if New York succeeds, we all succeed. Blah 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 blah. Fine. Cuomo can't say like, "Oh, Curtis Seeler ruined it" or whatever. The thing proved it. Zohran won handily. He expanded his margins from the primary. He was able to win normal normie voters. Maybe not me, but he did win over enough normie people. Okay, and that's just the fact of the matter. First of all, here's the interesting is the Atlas Intel poll had New Jersey basically as a toss up. It had um, the New York City mayoral race within 3 points. Atlas Intel is now going to the big polling place in the sky that now maybe nobody can trust. Interesting, interesting on that. Also, Jay Jones, who had the text messages that he wanted to shoot some dude's kids, also somehow won. I didn't expect that to happen, but it looks like, by the way, the Democratic Tea Party is here, but with almond milk. Okay, Zoran has his mandate. It's interesting. I thought had Zoran won, I assume the Allison poll is going to be right, and Zoran was going to win about by 4, somewhere between 4 to 6. He did not, right? Which means maybe I would have to run as an independent in the Senate for New Jersey in 2026. But it looks like I can run as a Democrat. It looks like anyone can run however they want. What you posted online does not matter as long as you never murdered somebody or raped somebody, which are bad things, by the way. And also, I just want to say, no celebrating the death of anybody, okay? Because I still see some people celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk or the death of Brian Thompson or the death of the woman who was murdered and assassinated in Minnesota. No celebrating the death of anybody. That's very bad, and I mean that. No matter what political spectrum, that's not a line you want to cross unless you really believe in the purge. Okay, just like no one should be wishing ill on Zoran or wishing ill on Cuomo or wishing ill on any of that. Don't no me gusta. Okay, what you do is you say their sports team should lose. Okay? Look at me. I'm a Jets fan. Okay? We had a fire sale today. Okay? And now the Jets have like 7 first-round picks over the next 3 years, and they're still not going to draft the correct quarterback because the Jets are destined to be in hell. But the mandate is here, and it means the Democratic Tea Party is here, and everyone's about to get primaried, and it doesn't matter. Okay, I think now the Plattner tattoo shit does not matter. I think Plattner's got this. Fuck Janet, the 77-year-old lady. Nobody over 75 should be running. Okay, and I guess I'll set up a PO box and shit. But it looks like I will be running for Senate. Okay, because maybe I got this. Look, I don't listen. Here are some of my straight up proposals. Okay, you can go to Hammerly2026.com. I don't think we should fund any foreign country, by the way. Okay, which means not buying Argentinian beef or subsidizing that, not buying, not giving weapons to Israel or funding Israel, also not rebuilding Palestine/Gaza. Okay, America first means America first. By the way, you have to keep it consistent on that aspect. There's a lot of issues in America that America's got to fix first. Next, capping Ozempic out of pocket. Okay, that means $55 whether you have insurance or not. Apparently the Trump administration, the Trump RX is going to be $150 for Wegovy. I think we can lower that to $55 an hour. I mean, not an hour. $55 out of pocket, whether you have insurance or not, for Ozempic and GLP-1s. Okay, maybe it has a scale higher for higher doses, whatever. That's negotiable. That's not fine, but everyone in America could afford to lose 6 or 7 pounds. Also also, what else is there? Oh, no congressional stock trading, okay? No members of Congress should have stocks or crypto, okay? Crypto has to be added to the fucking stock ban, okay? Just and there we go, okay?